Welcome back. It's week 215 of the Light Codes messages. Interesting. This week, the first vision that I had was a big letter A. And this, to me, it was in the Alpha chakra. So, you know, we know this is also the symbolism for Alpha. But so to me, when I see it, I know it is talking about ascension. I know it's talking about ascension, even though I know that it is the symbol for Alpha. So it is the direction is ascension, and that we must keep our awareness and our focus towards the ascension. And I saw a vision of like a tunnel, and this tunnel was kind of made out of, it was like a nest. It was kind of like a nest, but it was a tunnel. And inside the tunnel were two people, a masculine and a feminine energy inside this tunnel. And one was sitting down and one was standing. So I couldn't see exactly which one was which, but I think the one that was standing was the masculine, the one that was sitting was the feminine. And it was almost like showing them or beckoning the feminine who was sitting to come and look, you know, through, or to continue on through the tunnel. But this tunnel, like I say, was a nest, so it had this feeling of home. This is a place of home. This is always home, to continue on through the tunnel. And in the Omega, which is the divine feminine energy today, what I saw was an extraterrestrial energy sitting. I'm not sure if it was sitting in the tunnel, but it was sitting also with this curved back. And so Alpha is to do with our soul's direction, soul's purpose, and our soul's mission. So when I get the visions, you know, we put it with the purpose of that particular chakra. And Omega is to do with the pathway and our way forward, or the doing energy. And an anchoring energy to anchor our mission's purpose and directions. And what I saw was this extraterrestrial, and he kind of looked a little bit, I don't know, complacent, or he was just sitting there like he wasn't doing anything. He wasn't doing anything. And I really got the impression that we need to connect with those other parts of ourselves. You know, we are multidimensional beings who've had many existences in many different realities, star systems, planets, etc. So, you know, it's about connecting with that part of you that may have had, or parts of you that has had existences in other planets or star systems, and the extraterrestrial parts of you, because you're not using them, and you need to use them because they have wisdoms and knowledge and gifts that we can use and bring forward into this life. So he's just sitting around, or she, whatever, just sitting around there doing nothing. It's time to use them. So the doing thing is to connect, to make the connection with the extraterrestrial parts of yourself. The next vision that I had was feminine energy. And she was standing, and there was a big elongated circular, what do you call it, energy, an energy sort of swirling in front of her. And she had her hands out as if giving healing, and this energy was swirling from her hands, and sitting in front of this energy was the ET. So this is about, you know, use this part of you, the doing, the feminine part of you, to send healing to the connection between you and your ET selves, because it's possible that you may have some kind of rift or whatever with your ET selves, and are afraid to connect with them or whatever. So it's time to connect with them, because they are parts of you and they have a great deal of wisdom. And so for you to go further through the tunnel of ascension, and through that you need to connect with all parts of you. It's time to pull all of you together. In the heart chakra, when I unified the masculine and feminine in the heart chakra, I saw a tree, very strong tree with lots of branches. And at the end of each branch was a circular orb. And inside the orb was lots of little, fragmenty things. And so what I really believe, these were all soul groups. A soul group on this branch, 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 but they all belong to the one tree of wisdom. They all belong to that same wise energy monad, if you like. They all belong to the same tree. So again, I feel that this is about those connections, the connecting, knowing that as one great monad, whichever monadic group you belong to, there are many different soul groups within that. And from all of those soul groups, all of those aspects of you, even maybe you are the tree, and these are all different aspects of your soul on the different branches. And within all of those groups is lots of wisdom that it is time for you to start to utilize. We are more than just this body. Far more than just this body. So remembering that. In the base chakra today, I saw a beautiful star, yellow, shining its rays down. And this is to do with star consciousness. So again, this is confirming the star consciousness. It's time to connect with your star consciousness. Connect with your connections within the stars, your other aspects of you that hold the star consciousness. Now is the time to do that. In the sacral chakra, I saw a masculine and feminine in embrace with beautiful yellow light around. The yellow light is the Christ consciousness. So they were embracing each other. This is the sacral. This is embracing the masculine and feminine aspects of yourself in the sacral in order to be able to create and work in union and in harmony. And the next vision that followed on from that was that they were working together, kind of like on they were working opposite sides of each other. They were working in harmony, in other words. So now we are at that place of being able to work in harmony with both aspects of ourselves in the creative side of our life and create our lives the way we want to do. So it's really important to develop your masculine and feminine chakra systems. And, for a plug for myself here, I would like to recommend that you use the LUXOR Light Ascension Program for this, because that's exactly what it is about, helping you to develop, harmonize and come into union with the masculine and feminine sides of yourself. And I actually have a 30% off special on until the 26th of July. The next vision I saw after that, so we have the masculine, feminine embracing, they are in union, they've come together, this is you within you, and they're now working in harmony and in union with each other. And then I saw a group of people, which we could say again would be your soul group or your soul aspects, and they were carrying, holding up, above their hands, there was this big, long wooden something that reminded me of a totem pole. So they were carrying like a totem pole. They were bringing in the totem. So this means we're still in the sacral chakra here. Maybe we're in the solar plexus. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They're bringing in the totem. This means you are bringing in your unique signature, your totem, your signature, your special something energy about you, the story of you, the totem, what you express, what you symbolize, what you are. You're bringing that in. And if you're bringing that in, this is to do with mission. This is to do with service. This is to do with what you have, your gifts that you have to offer humanity. But before you can do this, before you can come into this, of course, you need to have a union within your sacral to start with. You need to have union throughout all of your chakra system to bring this in. But it's time. So if you're not there yet, then it's time to work, do the inner work, develop the masculine and feminine, and I really can help you with that. You can touch base with me on that. In the heart chakra, I saw a little bubble car, shape of a bubble, and a man stepped out of the car wearing a tuxedo and top hat. And he stepped out first, and then there was a feminine energy about to step out. And there was a great yellow light all around this bubble car. So they are in a bit of a bubble at the moment on their journey. And you embrace this bubble of the journey, within this Christ light, this joy, this light of joy. Embrace this space, because when you are in this space, you are able to create even more, because you attract to you the vibration that you are emitting. So if you're in this bubble phase, and this is a term that's actually used with twin flames. So if you're in this bubble phase, and this can be with twin flames, or this can be within your own self, as you have come into union with yourself and you're now euphoric, you're in love, and you're feeling all of those feelings of in love, but you don't know who with, because there's nothing, no one there in front of you, kind of thing, that you're in love with those other aspects of yourself, those fragments of you. They're all coming together. You're not defragmenting, you are refragmenting, and you're coming back into union with yourself. You're piecing yourself back together, and you feel the bliss, you feel in love, you're just in love, and you get the butterflies and the stuff. Well, this is a big bubble, and while you're in this big bubble, you can create so much. So use that energy. Don't just go into, oh, this is sweet, oh, this is nice. Yes, be in that, but use it. Use the energy, because you're bringing in your signature energy. You're bringing in all those parts of you. Your totem could be the story of your whole life, your whole lives, all of that, bringing all of that forward. And remember, you're connecting now with your star consciousness, your star selves. And so bring this in, utilize the energy of the bubble phase to bring forward what it is that you want. Now, if you listen to Esther Hicks, she says that when you are in the vortex, you only, which means the same kind of thing. You're in this bubble phase. You're in, woohoo, everything's fantastic. You only need to hold that for 17 seconds, she says, while focusing on what it is, or it's information coming through from Abraham. You only have to focus for 17 seconds in order to utilize that energy to manifest something into your life. So if there is something that you're working towards that is for your highest good, and if it's for your highest good, it's for everybody's highest good, then focus on that while you're in that bubble phase. The longer your bubble phase lasts, then obviously the more power and the more opportunity you have to be able to manifest and draw to you all of the things that match your vibration. So remembering that you need to be your authentic self. It's not just about raising your frequency and getting to higher levels. It is that, but it is about being your authentic self, and in that absolute state of bliss and joy. True, you can't fake that stuff. You can't fake it. When you're in it, utilize it, make it work for you. And in then I saw a camel. And camels, I love camels. Lucky I live in Egypt. I love camels. So camels, they can travel a long way. They carry the water, and they can get by without drinking for a long time. So it kind of like says, you're in a phase of, if you're in this joyous state, then the emotions are more balanced, and you can travel the journey a lot further without having to get into the emotional side of things. So you're in a state of, so utilize that balanced state, that joyous state, and not be caught in the negative emotions, and travel on through the desert where a lot of transformation takes place. In the throat chakra, I saw two divine masculine and feminines. And one one set were sitting in the front seat of a car and the others were in the back seat of the car. So I really feel that this is like, we are all working at different stages of our journey. But if you want to talk about twin flames, the first twin flame is yourself. Without anybody else, the first twin flame is yourself, and igniting that flame within yourself as you develop the masculine and feminine within your chakra system, as you get into harmony with yourself and into union with yourself, as you awaken the Kundalini energy and it becomes two serpents. There's the twin flames, and as they come up to the brow, they are in union, they are meeting. And so they have to be in harmony with each other before they can come to the brow chakra. So the first twin flame is you. And I've had I'm fascinated with the twin flame journey. I am one, and but my journey has been a lot different to a lot of other people, and I've often wondered why. And just in recent days, I've got a bit of clarity around this, that there are actually different types of twin flames. This has also been something that I have intuitively thought, but not been able to put words to it. So just for a quick brief over on this, is that there is the monadic twin flames, which they are a split from the monad, the original split from the monad. They are not one soul in two bodies. They are two completely different souls. So they are quite rare, and they are here for mission, not for romance. They are here for the mission for ascension. And then there's another set of twin flames that are the one soul in two bodies, which is the one that most people talk about. And, you know, I have been encouraging everybody, I still encourage this because I think it's important, that people focus on their ascension and people focus on the mission and purpose, because we all have one. But I see that there's a group of twin flames that are more focused towards the actual having to come together kind of thing and in union. These are the reason they are so strong in that is because they are the one soul in two bodies. And so at some point from their soul group, they split to experience the masculine and the feminine, the different energies. And so they were once one soul, and they are now two souls. And so they are trying to come back as one soul. So they need an incarnation where they come back together in harmony and to gain union, so that in the next incarnations they are just one soul again. And then there is a third one. Well, we could say fourth one, because we are the first. We each individual, every person on the planet is the first twin flame. And so the first twin flame that you have to meet is your inner self. So let's say the fourth one is what some people are calling hive or collective twin flames. So they are people that are, you know, I guess like all of us, that as each individual becomes into their ownness, into the union and into harmony within themselves, they become a part of the twin flame collective. And therefore, when you meet somebody like that on the same level, the same ability to hold such higher levels of consciousness, you still have two twin flames that are able to go through the twin flame experience, and you have those same kind of experiences. And I always knew that because I've met people in the past, you know, I've had connections with people in the past where I've had twin flame experiences with, but they weren't my twin flame, and I didn't really understand why. But that was because I was already in union, you know, a long time ago before I met my twin flame. So it's different. That's because I'm a monadic twin, not a split soul twin flame. So there we can say is 3 or 4. And then, you know, there are other people that write about other types. There's the extraterrestrial aspects of ourselves that can be, twin flames, the blue ray, all sorts of different things. It's a very complicated situation. But the three main ones are the monadic and the split twins and the twin flame collective, which would be, I guess, the twin, I called them fragments of your soul. Well, I possibly now change my mind and say that the split twins are what I would call fragments. There's this big twin flame energy out there that affects all of us on the ascension path, because twin flames are all about ascension. So anybody that is on the ascension path is a twin flame. Whether they have somebody manifest in the physical is another story, but they are a twin flame. So the journey of the twin flame affects all of us, and it's important to understand the ups and downs of what happens, because in the system that the divine gave me back in 2004, well, first of all, it was a frequency. The totem energy, the signature energy was given to me back in 2004. And then I was shown by the divine how to use that energy. And that energy that I was given, its purpose was to help the twin flame collective to come into, to develop their masculine and feminine within, to come into harmony within, and to come into union within. So that was my gift to bring through for you, and that's what I do. It's called the LUXOR Light Ascension Program. It helps the twin flame collective, every person on the ascension path. It helps split twin souls come into union. It helps monads sort out their shite. It helps everybody. Where was I? So this car, there's two sets. I feel like this would be like possibly the split twins, the split twin souls on their journey, and the two parts of you, the two parts of you on the journey. Who's in the driver's seat? You tell me in the comments below, who's in the driver's seat? Would the split twin souls be in the driver's seat, or would you, as the divine masculine, divine feminine within, would you be in the driver's seat? I kind of feel, I could be wrong. That's why, I'd really like us to open this up. I think it would be us that would be in the driver's seat, because when split twins come together, they have a tough journey, and trying to, you have this runner chaser kind of thing going on. If you have the runner chaser thing going on within you, you also know what that feels like. You run from yourself. And so, but as being, if you're working on doing the inner work and coming, and you are doing well at having developed your chakras to the masculine and feminine, they're now working in harmony, and you've achieved full union, then you're more in control. So you can actually control that journey of the split twin soul more than if you were not in balance and harmony. So I really feel like this is the story of like, come on, everybody, every individual, focus on you, focus on that twin flame within you, bring it, develop each and every chakra. It's pointless having one or two chakras that are developed and in union and harmony, and the rest are not. You're all over the place, and that's your runner chaser dynamic that's going on within you. So which chakra is running and chasing? If you want to know, I can help you with that. I actually can look in and tell you what's going on in your chakra system, which ones are developed, which ones are in harmony, which ones are still coming into union, and so on. So you will have that runner chaser dynamic going on within you, and it's an uncomfortable journey. It's called ascension. And we are all on it to different degrees. So we are getting to higher degrees now, so much higher degree that it's time now to connect with the star consciousness. At the close of the session, Lady Nada came in. Now, Lady Nada is all to do with twin flames and service and mission. So she helps us get our service work together. She helps us come on mission. And she guides twin flames. That means she guides every single one of us. She's also on the karmic board, which means that she's helping us to clear the karma within, so we can develop that masculine and feminine, so we can come into harmony within ourselves, so we can come into union with ourselves. And then we become a part of the twin flame collective, the ones that are in full balance and harmony, and you can attract your divine masculine energy if it is meant for you to, so your divine counterpart. So your divine counterpart doesn't have to be a split soul or a monadic twin. It can be another person who is as equally developed as you. And what a beautiful journey that would be. So Lady Nada came in, and she was overlooking the Christ child, the beautiful yellow light again, the beautiful yellow Christ light again. So Lady Nada was overlooking the Christ child. Lady Nada was overlooking the service, your mission, the purpose, what you came here for. And then she showed me not a tunnel, but a pathway that was covered in vines. So the vines were coming up and joining, of course, at the top, a lot of greenery and this pathway all the way through. Now, this is the sacred vine. So there's two, the masculine and the feminine. She shows this is the pathway of the sacred vine. The sacred vine is Christ consciousness. That's the pathway. Christ consciousness is the pathway. And Lady Nada is showing us focus. You need to understand this. Please follow my videos so that I can help you understand a little bit more. So it's time. The sacred vine is Christ consciousness. And there's a lot of symbolism around the vine. Jesus said that he was the sacred vine. So therefore, it's the Christ consciousness. There's the vine that God brought out of Egypt and into the promised land, so the story of the Israelites. So all of this is symbolic of the sacred vine, of the Christ consciousness coming into the promised land, creating the new world, bringing the new world together. This is ascension, people. And I was going to say goodbye, but I thought, I'm talking a lot today. I want to do the cards. So today, the first card was Shine Your Light, number 56. 56 becomes 11. 5611 is the destiny of LUXOR Light and Amatron Truth. If you want to know more about that, check in with me. But Shine Your Light, 5611. The beautiful yellow light, shine your light. This is the service. This is time to start your mission and be in service. Shine your light. This is the very first card, the base chakra card. It's time to start doing that. It's time to shine your light and to get out there. The 8 of air, it is an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence and afraid to take action. This is in the sacral chakra. So, this is you creating your life, creating a mission, creating your purpose. Don't be afraid to do that. Just one foot in front of the other, one step by step. Doesn't matter how small the step is, just make sure you make one. And then when you're courageous enough to do the next tiny little one, before you know it, you will have all the confidence in the world. Believe in yourself. Look at all these unicorns. Believe in yourself. And the, card number 8, the infinite magic that actually is within you. And all of these connections from the infinite realms. That's why it's important to connect with your star consciousness and the star aspects of yourself. Believe in the magic, believe in you. You have the power of the unicorn behind you. You just need to believe in it. And in the solar plexus today is the snake. Now, the snake is often a symbolism of initiation. So we're in the solar plexus. The snake is also about wisdom and knowing, knowing when to, what to say, the right things to say, speak only wisdom. But this is in the solar plexus, so we're talking purpose. You can also feel like you've got snakes in your stomach, and that doesn't feel good with anxiety and stuff. But really today, I think this is a transfer. Snakes shed their skin, so they transform. And so it's time to shed your skin. There's no longer time to be have lack of confidence, because solar plexus is also about coming into your purpose and having the confidence. So shed the old you, shed the skin of the old you that was not confident. This one saying, shed that part of you and transform. allow the energy of the Kundalini energy, which is the serpent, sleeping in the base chakra, allow it to come up. And once it comes up through the solar plexus and starts to move forward, you start to become more confident. You're alive. You're able to tap into the joy. So allow that serpent to rise and tap into the wisdom that you have within you. In the heart chakra, the card is card number 8 again. So we have, 2 8 cards here so far. Again, this is about the infinite potentialities and about tapping into your all of you, your Akashic, and it's as above, so below, bringing heaven on earth. And this card, it says helpless and hopeless, but you're not helpless and hopeless. Okay, this is leading on from here. You want to keep your eye on the light, the beautiful yellow light of Christ consciousness. Keep your eye on the sun. Keep your eye on that, on the light, on the purity. Christ consciousness is mission. That's your mission. That's all of our mission, to bring Christ consciousness in and create heaven on earth. So keep your eye on the goal. The goal is to fully embody Christ consciousness and to become the Christed being. There's 2 steps here, 2 sets of steps here, 2 mountains. And he doesn't know where to go. So just stand in the middle and keep your eye on the light. Keep your eye on the light, because as soon as you become confident enough, you will no longer be hopeless and helpless. You will know exactly, because the light will shine the way for you and tell you which way to go, left or right, this ladder, that ladder, climb that mountain, whichever one, you're going to have to climb some mountains. It's not possible to move through the ascension without having to climb mountains. Mountains are the challenges that we need to overcome. So you have to do them. You climb one mountain. What do you do after that? You're going to go down the bottom of the mountain. You're going to have to climb back up another mountain. It's just the journey. It's the journey of ascension. So keep your eye on the goal. Keep your eye on the light. Allow it to completely absorb all of those feelings of helplessness and hopelessness. Spend some time alone, in the throat chakra. Spend some time alone here to connect with your own energy and look at this beautiful yellow light again. And here she's holding the light of the Christ consciousness. Keep your eye on that goal. Spend some time in meditation, away, contemplating. Be by yourself. Don't be so busied out by being, having too many people around you and too much activity going on. Time out is always good. Time out. You need time out. So time out. Keep your awareness and your focus on the energy. Know that the answers will come to you and how to use the energy. Remember, the totem energies are coming. They're coming. You're bringing them in, and you're not going to know what to do with them to start with. And that doesn't matter. Just have them to start with, and keep your eye on the light. Keep your awareness towards the light and toward the ascension, and your higher self will soon show you what to do with it, and follow it step by step. You don't have to have all the answers. I brought my mission through in 2004. It's now 2022, and I'm still learning, and I'm still going step by step, every step of the way. But if you don't take one step, you're never going to get there. So one step at a time, because guess what? There's a lot of steps. There's a lot of steps. Keep taking all those steps. And in the brow, transformation, because it's the desert card. Now, this is 24, the card number 24, which is the sacred marriage. The energies coming together, the sacred marriage, sacred archetypal element of fire. In the desert, a great transformation takes place. And look, we have the sun, it's hot. Again, we're being reminded of the transformational fiery energy of the sun, the light of the sun. Keep your awareness there, and you're going to be raising the Kundalini. All the dross, all the fears, all the stuff is going to be burnt off, because you'll be so pure and in your higher frequencies that no darkness will be able to touch you. Again, Apollo is another sun god. So again, it's about the sun, it's about the light, it's about the power of that great light. And focus upon your strengths, and whatever your strengths are, focus on those and allow them to lead you further into the next. We don't arrive at one spot and that's it, we stay there. We have to keep moving, and energy must move. Energy cannot stagnate. It has to move, and it has to transform and evolve and evolve and evolve, always evolving. How do you get there? What is the doing card? What do? We meditate. That's what we do. We meditate every single day for the rest of your life. Meditate, meditate, meditate. And the enlightening, you will receive your own sun and you will become enlightened. And so the direction is to come back in touch with your own true nature. So retreat into nature, retreat into yourself, be your authentic self, allow your true authentic self to be expressed. So expressing your own true nature, and then you will be shining your light. And that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed that. Please join me next week, and over and out.